All right. Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. Welcome to Curse of the Crimson Throne, our Pathfinder 2nd edition adventure featuring these wonderful and incredible Patreons who help support my channel and keep my lights on. G'day, guys. How you guys doing?
Going pretty good.
Going pretty good?
Awesome, but I'm still on mute.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you're still on mute. Well, I hope you guys are ready for today. We do have well, pretty much a smaller cast than we are accustomed today because our dear friends Twiff and Ire Janasi are on vacation. So we wish them a very, very happy, safe travel. Hope that they are enjoying themselves to the fullest on their vacation. So we're going to be doing a little kind of side quest series for Holly, Dante, and Agnes around the city between the presences of Book 2 and Book 3, which I'm very, very keen for. So yeah, but before we get into that, let's of course go through all of the basics and start with none other than our sponsors for the show. Guys, there are a number of people who help bring this show to life, as well as the other shows on my channel. First of all, we have none other than Hero Forge, who are responsible for our wonderful art that you can see on screen here. These characters, as well as the animated ones, featuring by the characters who do not have cameras, are all, made in Hero Forge. Not only can you make them for art like I do for my streams, but you can also use them as, like, really cool avatars for your Discord and other things. So say goodbye, Dante and Agnes.
Nice.
See? Nothing there.
Indeed.
Yay, meep. Good. Well done. Next up, we of course have Sirenscape for our wonderful audios that we played throughout the show. It is still loading up, so I don't have anything in the immediate, but yeah, we got some Sirenscape to make our games sound amazing. Because a good soundscape can often make a massive difference when you are role playing. And lastly, Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice. We have an affiliate link, so if you guys are buying things off Fantasy Grounds and expanding your library, consider giving old Dag the Fantasy Ground affiliate boopity boop. And then that comes back and helps support the channel as well. So yeah. Now, before we kick off, let's get to know a little bit about the characters that are going to be joining us for today, starting with none other than Malakisa playing the role of Holly, the Cleric of Asmodeus, fairy.
Accidental
No.
cleric of Asmodeus.
You signed a contract. You don't go, oh no, oh no.
It also wasn't a yippee, let's go be a cleric of Asmodeus.
Yeah, I feel like it's not an accident though. I feel like it's a pretty concise and decided action.
I feel like it was kind of coerced. I gotta be honest. That
Not
felt
really. You came to
coercive.
him.
Yeah, I think it was coercive. Yeah, with the lives of orphans held in the balance. I think it was kind of
sounds like your problem, not his.
But yes, so I play Holly, who is a fairy cleric of Asmodeus, who didn't start out that way. She was nobility and didn't really understand the concept of punishment or consequences, and she's getting a whole heaping spoonful of that throughout this entire book, I would say.
True enough. And Holly is also on the run from the Unseelie Court, but more on that maybe later. We'll find out.
That too.
Next up, of course, we have Dante, our Kitsune druid, played by Rykon. The Dante is kind of a character who's been looking for drug dealers and those who are responsible for the overdosing of a dear friend of his in book 1, which hopefully we'll also get to talk about a little bit. But anything you want to add to that, Rykon?
Well, there's potentially some other things that might be happening next book that is going to make things a little bit more difficult.
It's true. And lastly, we have Agnes, our motherly psychic who resides within Old Korvosa with her daughter, who has done an amazing amount of work trying to free her daughter's boyfriend, a man by the name of Thomas, from the clutches of an evil vampire. This incredible character played by none other than our friend Laura Bones.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Anything you'd like to add?
No, I don't think so. That pretty much sums up Agnes, really.
Yeah, okay.
Just trying to do mom stuff.
Trying to do mom stuff. Okay, well, without any further ado, with one more further ado, of course, guys, there is one last person we like to thank every time we reach out games, and that is, of course, our biggest and most generous of sponsors. That is you guys in the chat. You guys are the lifeblood of my channel, and there are a number of ways that I would like to invite you to come behind the GM screen and help me run my game. First of all, just by watching and just by donating your time, you earn channel points. Subscribers earning channel points a little quicker. You gain channel points, which you can then use to influence the game with things like inspiration for the group. You can give insight bonuses if they get stuck with things. Or you can even summon monsters or provide magic items and the like. Alternatively, if you have a little bit of disposable income to throw Dag's way to help me eat and do stuff, or in this case, right now, save up for tickets to, plane tickets for Gen Con, then there are a number of channel point rewards that can influence the game as well. For $5, you can provide the players with these little red marks, which are hero points, or little purple marks, sad no purple marks, which are basically jinx points. These can be used to stave off death, roll with advantage, or force someone to roll with disadvantage for me, because that's what I do, and also petition the GM for stuff that isn't necessarily in the game. For $10, I will draw 3 cards from a random deck of plot twists. I then provide my my players with, the audience member who donated with these 3 options. They pick one of them, and it happens in game. For $20, you give someone the coveted golden 20, which is a natural 20. For $50, we will buff an encounter that the group is dealing with, or provide a magic item of your choice to that particular person. Lastly, we have a secret menu item. The secret menu item is often a game changer, something that does indeed cause a kind of a big shift in what is happening in that particular session or that particular game. For this session, as some of you may recall, Holly, Dante, Agnes, Quinn, and Padrig are all afflicted by a godlike curse, and they are currently being treated for it by a member of the Red Mantis assassin, and one of the villains who perpetrated the epidemic that gripped the city. This was Dr. Devalius. Now, you've been instructed to have bed rest. You've been instructed to not interact with people while you have god disease to go. Also, thank you so much, Tony the Tigger. Let me know how you would like to allocate those $40, and I will do so promptly. Now, we got a hero point for Holly, hero point for Dante, 2 jinx points, and a nat 20 for Dag. Ah, that is amazing. You love to see it. Okay. So, here we go. Do jinx point. 1, 2. And a hero point for Holly. There it is. And a nat 20 for Dag. Woo!
And a big raid.
Hey, Robert Hartley coming in. Holy hell. Hey, welcome in, guys. How you all doing? It's so good to see you all. How was your stream, my excellent friend? Guys who've just joined in, my name is Mario. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. We're playing some Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Our heroes are in quarantine after receiving a godlike curse. It's like a disease that is like sent from the divine, and they're in isolation, trying to keep away from the town, the people. But welcome in, you guys. If you guys have just joined. Stream is absolutely lovely as always. Wonderful to hear. Robert is a tremendous streamer. And thank you, Tony, the Tigger, for gifting 9 tier 1 subs to the community. Holy crap. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I see a lot of familiar faces coming through, and a lot of new faces as well. So, guys, look, if I tell this to every raid. If you guys have time to stick around and look at my face for a while, please feel free. Grab yourself a seat, relax, enjoy. You are welcomed here. If you guys need to shoot off, then of course have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your evening, your morning, whatever time it happens to be. I wish you all the best. And if you guys have any questions about the game. Or if you guys, Fang Fetish, you tease you. If you guys have any questions about the game, if you guys have any questions about the story, just ask, yeah. Real quick recap on the players. Holly, played by Malakisa, a cleric of Asmodeus, who is on the run from the Unseelie Court. Dante, a Kitsune druid who is looking for drug dealers that have basically been perpetrating drugs throughout the city. And Agnes, who is a psychic member of a traveling people known as the Varisians, who has settled down in the city with her daughter in order to raise her right. She has just gone on an epic quest to rescue her daughter's boyfriend from the clutches of a vampire, and has done so splendidly. All right. I feel like that's everything. Is that everything now? Have I forgotten anything?
I think that's all of it, yeah.
All right.
I believe so.
All right. So, they sound like the bad guys. Well, no, they're fine, I think. All right. Well, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we return back to the city of Korvosa. Now, the city is gripped in kind of this air of relief. For the last near week, an epidemic has been spreading throughout the city known as the Blood Veil. A horrible disease that had threatened the lives of a great many folk within the city itself. Specifically those within Old Korvosa. The kind of, actually, let's show you the map here. That is Old Korvosa right there. Especially those from the slum-like districts who had spread the disease quickly and rampantly. Many of them, well, barely had time to avoid this calamity before it had fully set in. Not like the middle and upper class districts, which had at least some time to quarantine before everything was blown into full swing. But now, with the cure being distributed far and wide by the city guard, as collected by our lovely heroes, there is now a measure of hope, as various alchemists and various clerics work diligently to try and distribute this cure. It's good to see that even though the people are still weary, still tired, still injured, there is still at least some measure of hope that nestles between the people here. But they're not the only ones at risk. Our heroes sacrificed a lot in order to unveil the kind of secret cult of disease and rot that existed, not just underneath the city, but also tied to the person responsible for the death of so many. Dr. Devalius, a Red Mantis assassin who had used the disease as a cover for his own kind of evil machinations. But as there was a trade that was made, the lives of our group and the curative to this divine disease, at the cost of leaving him and his fellow assassins just alone. A tenuative peace treaty was created, and our group, now slowly receiving treatment, is deciding their next course of action. Few questions here from chat. Hi there, got a question. What is place of Unseelie Court in this world? Is it known thing or more hidden? It is known as the First World. It is known by many, but not a very regular place to go, as there are very few ways to get into the First World itself. Holly is from the First World, being a fairy, and that is where the Unseelie Court, or as they are also known as the Eldest, tend to live as well. Dante needs a hero point. Thank you for the reminder. Sorry, I did get swept away. So Dante, you also get a hero point from our dear Tony the Tigger. There you go. Boom.
Thank you, Tigger.
Have I forgotten anything? McClover has donated a hero point for Holly, 2 hero points for Dante, and a hero point for Agnes. All right, there we go. Done. I don't have an extra hero point for Dante, so let me just add one super quick. There we go. Boom. Dante, you have 4 hero points. However, as per usual,
I have to use it before the session ends.
that is correct. Okay, so our heroes start their adventure back in Old Korvosa, with the smell of chemicals that linger in the air at the apothecary that you all own. It's a small shop where you guys have spent a great deal of your time building your reputation and distributing potions and the like to kind of offset the original owners' kind of, what do you call it? Like, to offset the original owner's snake oil salesmanship, where they were originally selling a fake cure. Now you are able to actually distribute the real cure among the people here, and you are doing quite well. But while people are, of course, receiving this curative, however, you are isolating. The 3 of you have left Quinn and Padrick at the old house belonging to the fortune teller, but you realize that someone needs to be here as well. So the 3 of you are occupying the store to make sure that everything's going okay without necessarily contaminating everything. You look outside and you watch as the 2 guardsmen who you have somewhat loosely hired to run this facility are distributing the potions as they are being delivered by the guards. All right. Breathing a sigh, you take a moment for yourselves. The scene is currently yours.
I'm bored.
Read a book.
I've read all the books. I'm tired of books.
We'll get more books.
But we can't get more books because we'll infect people. We're stuck in here. I can't even go outside for any kind of fresh air, and it's terrible.
Sure, we could get someone to, I don't know, throw a few through the window.
That sounds like it might at least be exciting.
Right, you must really be bored if throwing books is exciting.
Yeah, there's nothing else going on. There's nothing to do. And I can't go outside, and I can't see people, and I can't talk to anyone, and I don't know how the kids are doing. It's terrible.
To be honest, I'm finding it really quite peaceful.
Don't you want to go see your daughter, and don't you want to see Thomas and see how he's doing?
Oh, I'm sure they're doing fine.
How much longer do we...
Besides, they're going to have to learn to do without me eventually.
Well, you say that, but Thomas would be dead without you, so I don't think they're very good at it yet.
Dante, as you watch these 2 converse, you find yourself looking over some of the supplies within the apothecary. Many of them look very familiar to you. It makes you kind of almost reminisce and pine for the days when you spent your time in the wilderness and in the forest, looking at and collecting such herbs and rare minerals in your travels, instead of being stuck within these stone walls.
I know the feeling of what you mean by wanting to be out of this building, but we can't go around infecting others, potentially.
I mean, I know we can't do it. I'm just saying that I'm bored. How much longer are we in again?
Remembering back to the doctor who spoke to you briefly on the nature of your disease, that after curing the blood veil, the curse placed upon you by the high priest of Urgathoa, there is no real known as to if this will ever really truly go away. But if you are able to follow the training regimen and consume the medicine provided to you, it would inevitably pass in time. At this point, there is a knock on the door to the apothecary. It comes with several large and hard thunks.
I don't think we can get the door. What do we do?
Can still talk through it.
Okay, I'll go do it. Holly's gonna put the mask on just in case.
Mhm.
So she's fully masked when she goes down there.
Sure.
Hello?
There does not seem to be a response.
She's gonna knock back in the same rhythm that the door was knocked on.
There is still no response.
Can I open it to look? I'm masked. It's fine.
I was about to
She's masked. It's fine. I got the mask on. It's okay. I just want to look. I'm not going anywhere. So she's gonna kind of barely open the door, just crack it slightly.
Wasn't there a way of seeing outside from that side?
The window mostly, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As you open the window, as you open the door, it creaks
Just
slowly
crack.
open, and you do not notice anyone on the other side. Instead, however, you do see a notice that has been placed upon the door.
I will take the notice and then immediately shut the door and lock it.
Very well. Slamming the door shut, you lock it once again, taking it over to anyone in particular?
No, I'll just start reading it out loud from where I am.
All right. Do you read or speak Infernal?
Yes. It's an infernal?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Is it?
That would have really sucked because the only person that could have isn't here.
It's true.
Oh, Agnes can speak Infernal.
Oh, okay, we're good then.
Aha. In that case, because it's an infernal, she's not gonna trust it to be spoken out loud yet. Holly's gonna like read it quietly to herself first.
This is to Holly from the Hierophant of the Asmodean Church. It has come to our attention that a contract was broken in your area. This has displeased the High Priest greatly. As such, a new task has been afforded to you. At your earliest convenience, you are to report to the Temple of Asmodeus. Failure to do so will result in excommunication from the church. Yours sincerely, Bishop Kingsley.
Okay, well, this is the problem. I'm now gonna read it out loud.
You do so.
Oh,
That would not be good to ignore.
But going out could be dangerous and we could hurt people.
Yes, however,
right. But
you can technically fly and
right,
ignore
that's what
most
I was
people.
going to say. And then, I mean,
And I can shift into something, and I can let Agnes borrow my wand.
But you would still be breathing. Changing your shape doesn't make the disease
No.
go away.
But we would have less chance of it affecting anyone, most likely.
I feel like wearing the masks is probably a better idea. Because at least you'll be masked when you're breathing.
Yes.
how far away is the temple from here?
The temple is across the bridge and in the middle of Midtown. You are, however,
Oh.
in Old Korvosa, which is... actually, let's take a quick look at the map here real quick. All right, so here is the map of Korvosa. Now, right now, you guys are... Where is it? Okay, you guys are here.
I was not expecting lyrics.
All right. So you guys are around here somewhere in the Narrows. However, the Temple of Asmodeus is... Let's see. Temple of Asmodeus. Probably around... City Hall, Docks Trade. Nope, that's the inn.
We're looking at without flying quite a bit of a distance.
Yeah.
Yes. Shaylin. The Heights. I know it's here somewhere.
Aren't they listed somewhere?
They are, but they're also here.
Like outside of the pins.
Look. Look, I'm sure it's here somewhere.
It's on T7.
Oh, thank you. T7, that is... There, damn it. Yeah. Literally the one I missed on the coast there. Yeah. Okay, so that there is the Temple of Asmodeus. So you'd have to cross the bridge and pass the castle through Citadel Crest and eventually get there.
How crowded are the streets later at night?
Not as crowded during the day, obviously, but you know, still a reasonable amount of people there.
Oh wait, actually, I have a better idea.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have any way of summoning a demon to help me out? Or like a little imp dude?
If you
Okay.
have the power to do so, you can.
Can I do that?
Don't know.
Is it in your spell repertoire? Because you are a prepare caster. So
You
each
say
day
that
you
with
would
such condescension.
I say that
Prepared spells.
because I've been dealing with this since level 1, and it's been now that I realize I have a lot larger spell access than I thought I did. But yeah, you have access to all the spells available up to your level within whatever else stuff.
But you can create it. I don't know if there's a way for you to summon an imp that's going to last long enough to get to that direction.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
Do you have what? I need to look through my spell list now. Spells to see if I even have the ability to, long distance.
There is Animal Messenger, but that being said, this is a summons, not a message.
Yeah, but if I show up, what if I accidentally disease up the high priest?
It's more along the lines of letting them know, hey, this is kind of what's going on right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Agnes, what are you doing as this revelation unfolds that Holly may be excommunicated from the Temple of Evil?
My first thought is, well, surely that can't be a bad thing. But then excommunicating from a temple of evil probably entails a small amount of death. So now she's just racking her brain as to ways that we can get there without.
I don't want to get in trouble.
The entire world.
But yeah, I also don't want to spread this everywhere. And I feel like if they knew what I had, they wouldn't want me coming to the church either. And I can summon a fiend, except the fiend fights. It doesn't say anything about summoning a fiend to send messages.
'Tis true.
Which is problematic.
All right.
Right. Well, what were the names of the two gods again?
I think one was. Let's see. I've got it in my notes here. The guards' names were.
I know we named them because we loved them so much.
Here we go. Guards. Rupert and Giles. Rupert lives in Midtown with his cat. His best friend, who is also a guard, works with odd jobs with him. They do not pay them well, so he often moonlights as a thug within the town. Oh, he's the British Weasley guy. Giles lives in Old Korvosa with his dog and daughter, a big and kind individual who's putting his daughter through Bard College. He works with his best friend Rupert, and though he isn't as desperate for money, he takes all of Rupert's night jobs as well to keep his friend company. He has a deep, thoughtful, gentle British accent and tends to speak in expositions.
We love those guys.
Yeah.
But we don't want to get.
We could just send. Yes, but again, we can talk through the door.
Yeah.
We could just send one of them with a quick message back, just explaining the predicament.
Okay, let's do that.
All right.
Right.
Reaching out, you basically sort of not yelling out the window, but like kind of like tap on the glass and get their attention. The two guards immediately walk up. As Rupert steps up, he says, "You know, you're not supposed to be out here. You're supposed to stay inside. You know, I mean, you can't come out. It's very important. I don't know why, but Quinn said that we're not to let you leave."
No. That's super important, and we don't want to leave either. But I just had somebody send me a message that said if I don't leave, I could die, which is problematic because that person doesn't know that I can't leave either. So would you be willing to go to the Temple of Asmodeus for me and explain that I have a really, really bad, really, really easily spread disease, and if I go there, I could infect everybody, including the priest?
Oh, Temple of Asmodeus? Oh, I don't know. Oh, these guys are pretty scary if you ask me. Well, yeah, they're pretty scary, but I mean, like, you know, it makes sense. I mean, what do you want? You want them to, like,
There's a couple of pies in it for your dearies.
They both look at you. Ooh, wait, hang on. Are these disease pies?
No,
You'll get
afterwards. You'll have to wait a bit, obviously.
Ah, they both at the same time.
But you know they're worth the wait. You know they're worth the wait.
They are pretty good pies, Rupert. Yeah, I know. Okay, well, but what about money? You know?
I will give both of you 10 silver.
Oh, all right, we'll do it. What's the message?
Tell the priest that Holly has an incredibly contagious disease that will kill people, including him. If I leave where I am now.
All right. Okay. Yeah, no, all right, we can get that message across. Yep, leave it to us. Don't worry. And the two guards will toddle off towards the Citadel district.
I'm deeply concerned that message isn't going to get all the way through.
I really hope one of them wrote it down.
Write it down.
What did you say, Agnes?
It's the same thing Dante did. I really hope one of them wrote it down.
They did not.
And he left before I could be sure that he had it because I wanted to make him repeat it, and this could be really bad.
Well, they're off. Off to the races.
Right. Okay. Now, if I was a wee bit dazed and whatnot after the whole vampire thing and whatnot, but I remember some talk about a wee countdown and demons and whatnot. I didn't really catch all of it. A rundown?
Yeah, so there's 7 deadly sins, and random people are going to get possessed by a sin for 24 hours and do terrible things, and all of that will make me go to hell.
As you say this, there is a knock on the door.
Okay. I will lean
Agnes
over.
jumps. It just goes, hip!
Well, that was timing.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, I know that voice. So yeah, I don't want to get you sick either, and I definitely don't want to get the whole town sick. So I didn't know what to do when you summoned me.
Yes, rest assured. No, I think you're mistaking me for someone else. It's Dr. Devarius. I've come with your treatment.
I have mistaken you for somebody else. Never mind.
Yes.
I go open the door and let him in.
Entering in is a rather well-to-do individual who appears in a plague doctor's mask. But this is the figure beneath the mask. He says, "And how are my patients today? Feeling..."
Bored, and we want to leave. Can you make us better now?
No. But your boredom is not my concern. As promised, here are your next doses of your treatment. Now, I'm going to be leaving the city shortly, and I wanted to make sure that our affairs were understood and in order. Other members of my organization are going to continue their work in the city, and I trust that your self-imposed quarantine is not going to be broken.
Nope.
Wonderful. Should you leave the house, or your friends leave their other rather meek domicile in the midtown, then they will take this as an interpretation that you are not willing to wait for your treatment, and that you are indeed intent on letting loose information that you likely shouldn't.
No, that wouldn't be why we would leave at all. Because we
No.
wouldn't want to leave because we don't want to make people sick.
Of course you wouldn't, and I truly believe that, and you certainly wouldn't want to tell the guards about what was happening by sending a pair of messengers away from your apothecary.
Nope. Why would we do that? They are running an errand to get some pie for us.
Some pie, you say?
Well,
Well, I sure hope
pie
so.
is definitely involved. I don't quite remember everything, but pie is definitely involved.
He nods, and he hands Agnes 3 vials of anti-plague. Well, I wish you a speedy recovery. He tips his hat as he leaves.
I'm going to peek out the window and see when he's all the way gone.
He's all the way gone.
Okay, so if we leave, the Red Mantis is just going to start attacking us, or we're not going to get our treatments anymore? What was that about?
I really don't like him. You know, I like him less than I like the vampire.
Kind of impressive. Okay, well, let's take our dose. And how do we know when it's gone?
Good question. I need all 3 of you to make me a fortitude save as you consume this dose of the potion.
Well,
I would like to use a hero point.
You may.
I would definitely like to use a hero point.
You may as
Wow.
well.
We are
Is
bad at
is that a
rolling.
hero point for everyone?
That's a hero
Yep.
point.
All right.
Oh my god.
Hey!
All right. With the exception of Holly, your diseases begin to at least for the moment dissuade themselves from spreading.
Oh look, Holly got a divine intervention. She can re-roll that.
Oh, did she now? Oh, how convenient. All right, we'll go on then.
If I get a 2 again, I'm gonna be so upset.
Yeah, the dead
There
guy
you go, you
knows
got
me.
three.
I can't remember.
No, you rolled 1 better.
Yeah. It was meant
I'm
to
not
be.
I'm not sure whether him seeing me was on purpose or whether Dag just forgot I'm invisible to dead people.
Wait a minute. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Nat 20. I'm using my Nat 20.
You're using
Wow.
Nat 20? Okay.
Hey.
Nat 20 on the sport save.
All right. The Nat 20 has been burnt. Very well.
No, I refuse.
All right. Through sheer grit and determination, the disease and the treatment seems to be working on Holly now as well. You take a moment, waiting for word from the two guards. A few hours pass, as is pretty much expected, but the guards do not seem to come back, at least not yet. Sun begins to set over the city, and night begins to fall.
Oh, God.
As it does so, a strangeness looms over the apothecary. You look outside, and you notice that the streets are empty. Not empty as in it's nighttime, it's, dark, people are home, and it's empty. Empty as in there is a stillness outside. A terrifying stillness. Dante, you're probably the first to notice this, but even the animals don't seem to be around. No rats, small cats, the usual urban creatures you expect to see here. Nothing. More alarmingly, Agnes, as someone who has been here for as long as you have, you notice that the the pseudo-dragons and the imps that normally live in the gutters here, they're also gone.
And her psychic powers depend on pulling the energy of just the natural susurrus of people's brains and stuff. And so that would you should notice that as well. So that would be extra freaky for her. Yeah.
Very quiet. Holly, you feel a sharp pain coming from the back of your hand where the that symbol of Asmodeus had appeared. It seems to throb almost. Not it's not an intense pain. It's just like a throbbing ache.
I think I'm being summoned no matter what.
The ache seems to get stronger. All three of you can make perception checks.
Why not?
I mean, I'm going to roll a 2 again, because that's what I do, apparently.
No, it wasn't a 2 at least.
Dante did good.
You all see footprints outside of the building. A series of very unusual, bright red, glowing footprints appear in the ground.
I feel like we should follow the footprints, guys.
They seem to be walking in your direction.
Oh, they're walking towards... Oh, not a path.
Well, it is a path.
But not a path we follow.
Nope. But they are definitely making their way towards the door. Alright, what do you do?
I'm gonna yell out, "Hi, if this is for me, I really, really want to come out, but I really, really can't come out for a couple reasons, and I don't want to get anybody sick, and I also kind of don't want to get killed."
The door begins to rattle and shake.
Holly's gonna make sure her mask is on tight, and she's gonna open the door.
You open the door, and an invisible force pushes you back hard. I need you to make a strength check.
That's
gonna go well.
That's not gonna go well at all. Oh wow, that's nope.
All right.
You've rolled nothing but below 10 currently.
The door is flung open, and you watch as soon as the footsteps reach the precipice of the door, a creature emerges from the shadows as it steps out of the dark. a tall, muscular individual with bright red skin, huge, immense ivory horns, and a beard that seems to twitch with iron cables. He is wearing what looks to be a suit, almost like a nobleman's attire, as opposed to the image here. But image is just the species more than anything else. As he steps forward, he looks in your direction and says, in a moment.
Gotta get the right one.
Gotta get the right one.
Good evening.
Hi.
Lovely home you have here.
Not a home. It's actually a shop that we're staying in for two reasons. And the first reason is that I have a disease that's super contagious that will kill people, and I kind of don't want to give it to people. But the other thing is we made a deal with the Red Mantis assassin that we stay here under quarantine and get the treatment, and they will help us make the disease go away, but we can't interfere with their stuff. And they said that if we leave quarantine without the disease being cured, they will take that as a sign that we're breaking our word. And I would never break my word, because that would be bad.
Interesting. It's a pity I don't muchly care. I have other things to attend to. I seek the one who bears the symbol of Asmodeus, and, well, thank you for making that search much more easy. You are the bearer of the mark. It is a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for your assistance.
What am I assisting with?
Oh. Do you not recognize me? I suppose we haven't properly met, but surely you sense who or what I am.
I'm kind of nervous right now, and I don't know that I sense anything but a whole lot of scaredness.
You do not know me? You dare to look me in the eye and say you do not know who I am?
Do I have any idea who this person is? Can I roll perception on that? I'm sorry.
You wound me. And for that, you will pay. And my voice mod has crashed and I can't turn this off. So I'm in character forever now.
The whole threatening encounter thing kind of got messed up there.
Yes. God damn it.
Wait, did he just say God damn it? You know, said Asmodeus damn it.
Asmodeus, damn it.
I don't think I don't think it's Asmodeus, but I feel like it's somebody pretty important.
Alright. Has my voice been fixed?
No. There we go. All right. Yay. Better.
No.
Okay, good. I fixed it.
Okay.
Good. Thank you. All right. Excellent. This creature you look at, you have never seen before. You do not recognize it, but very quickly, you realize the throbbing in your hand only ever happened one other time, when you created the circle. And when he says you not recognize him, you not recognizing him wounds him. Any guesses? You get one guess before you
Yeah,
fly into
that's
initiative.
the first. Yeah,
Mhm.
first demon to come out of the Hellgate thing.
Mm-hmm. And his name?
Did the imp give us a list of the names?
No. You just know them by the name of their sins.
Oh, did the imp say which one was going to come out first? I don't know who's
He
coming
did
out
not
first.
say who was going to come out first. Oh, there is an insight bonus from McClover. Very well. I will give you
thank
this
God,
one.
Clover.
The first one is pride.
Damn it, Scully Eye. This is your fault.
That makes sense if he was hurt. That actually makes sense.
Yep. Oh, you are Pride, and I am so sorry. Yeah.
He says,
Oh, good. So then I can make this quick. This meat body that I've been provided is insufficient. Already my features outgrow its flesh. I wish for a new body, a new receptacle. For you see, I wish to command the others as they arrive, and to do that, I need that which you possess.
he points
I
at
would
your
be a terrible body.
he points at your hand.
Yeah, I would be a terrible body for you. I'm very, very tiny with very pretty, frail wings, and you are large and magnificent and way too much for this tiny body.
Please do not be modest. It angers me so. I'm a sin of pride, and hearing the baubled smatterings of how worthless someone is does nothing but fill me with contempt. You are spectacular.
I am spectacular, but I'm tiny spectacular. Do you see this? Do you see this perfect form with these beautiful glistening wings? You would not fit in this, and you would wreck my body. You're huge.
So many things to say there, but I'm not gonna do it. He is, however, going to. I'm gonna give the floor to Agnes and Dante, who are watching this rather sensual exchange.
Very, very sensual here.
It's Pride, not lust, dang it.
I'm not really sure if he wants the body or just your hand.
He looks at you and
My hand
says,
is.
Oh, just the hand.
Right. I mean, you're not getting that either, but we just want to clarify.
And you believe yourselves capable of stopping me? Very well.
Oh, yes.
It's been millennia since I've been able to walk among mortals. Let's see you do your best. He looks around.
He looks around at the four walls surrounding him, realizing that obviously if you wish to remain in quarantine, you must stay in close quarters. He gestures for you to attempt what you may in order to prevent him from taking Holly's hand. All right, we're going to roll for initiative. Holly, you are first. I would also like to remind Holly as well that you do still have the doomed condition.
Yes. Okay, can we've had rests, so can we get our hit points and our spells back?
You may. Let me just give you that rest real quick.
I only had like 6 wounds, so I already took that away.
Yeah, no worries. Boom, there it is. All right, you guys have rested.
Yay.
I'm gonna re-roll initiative real quick. There we go. All right.
Wait, that's.
Yep. So Holly will be first, then Agnes, then Dante, then this dude.
Okay. I am going to cast a Globe of Invulnerability on myself.
I mean, that is fair.
That seems like a good thing to do. So I am going to move a little bit and head over here and cast Globe of Invulnerability.
He watches you do so. All right. Anything else? You've got move 2 actions for
Nope.
Globe of Invulnerability. All right. Which brings us to Agnes. I'm gonna quiet down the music a little bit. All right.
Okay. I'm just looking up exactly how the spell works. With this, I can go. If the creature turns an action on its next turn, then a supernatural look to do so. One of the basic walls save. Alright, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna cast it's Forbidden Thought, and it goes on, and if he tries to do what I forbid him from doing, he has to do a will save then. If you know what I mean. So
sure.
So yeah, so basically Agnes is gonna like just kind of like stare at him squinty-eyed, and she'll just basically like don't move. So you can choose strike, stride, cast a spell, or a specific action the creature can do. So she's gonna try and prevent him from moving. If he tries to move on his next turn, he has to pass a will save, basically.
All right. I'm gonna see if he notices
Never
you
used this
casting a spell.
Well, I think I cast it like since it's psychic.
He does not.
He probably
There's still a visual component to it, but he cannot recognize it. So you're good. All right, Dante. Now, keeping in mind you are also doomed as well.
Yep.
Doomed. You're doomed.
All right. Basically, the way that works is normally when you go unconscious and you gain a dying value, you count up to 4 before you're dead. Because both of you are doomed, it means you only count up to 3.
So, the fun part about this is he's most likely going to not enjoy this. I'm going to... I need to double check on stuff for this. Oh, it's just straight up a ranged spell attack. Okay. He's probably not gonna be enjoying this, but it's like, he's being a bit of a dick. I'm going to cast Searing Light on him.
All right, you may do so.
And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna double check on something.
Sure.
I'm going to nat 20 it.
You
also,
don't
can
have a
Agnes
nat
have
20.
just stepped back because being in the middle of the
Yes, I
squares
do.
is really messing with me.
Oh wait, that's right. I did use my nat 20 earlier, didn't I? No, wait, no, I didn't.
No, I used mine. You didn't use yours yet. But we all 4 of us had nat 20s.
Yeah, you did have a nat 20. Where did I do the nat 20? No, you didn't use your nat 20.
Probably
I think I
removed
knocked off
my-
your hero point by accident. Yeah, I forgot to. Yeah, sorry, I knocked off a nat 20 instead of a hero point. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
cool.
I'm gonna use Searing Light with the nat 20.
Mhm.
And so that means I with a plus. Hold on, double checking because I had to double check on something. Oh, jeez. Hold on. Ignore how the roll is because I'm trying to double check how much plus 15 on top of the 20, so 35. Would that be a critical success?
Yeah, the natural 20 is a critical success.
Okay, so it already is that.
Mm.
Okay. Then in that case, he is going to take double fire damage, and if he is a fiend or undead, he takes double good damage.
Very nice. All right. Deal deal your damage and hold down left shift to land the critical hit as your searing light burns into him. All right.
And then here comes the good damage.
All right. Very nice. All right. As the good damage explodes onto him, he takes 38 points of damage. He is not impressed at this. You have one more action if you want to use. Oh, and yes, you do get a crit card. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes.
Pick a number between 1 to 5.
We will go with 3.
1, 2, 3. Lingering damage, 1d6
transported.
persistent good damage every round.
Oh man.
That is good and
That was a good
unfortunate.
spell.
Yeah. Well, for a single action,
Hmm?
there.
Single actions are good for run away.
Can I use a single action? No, it has to be a full action to defend, isn't it? Or dodge, I should say.
Yeah, you can use a single action to dodge. Gives you a +2 bonus.
Okay, yeah, I will dodge because I'm gonna be needing that +2.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So, the creature looks at, originally looks at Holly, then looks at you.
You dare to lay your filthy spell upon me?
He is going to Dimension Door. Actually, no, he wouldn't Dimension Door. He wouldn't know that you have that spell up. So he's
Yeah, there would be no point.
Yeah, he would try to move first. So, will save, Agnes, on your forbidden action. Alright. He is successful and shakes it off. You watch as he walks up. You watch as out of just sheer fire, this massive glaive appears in his hand.
Do I click the shield raise, or you just gotta negative it yourself?
I'm not going to bother because I'm going to burn my nat 20.
Ah, I see.
I see indeed. All right. So, it swings down and slashes at you. For 33 points of damage.
Ew.
In addition, you also receive a persistent bleed check.
It takes 1d6. That is an additional 4 good damage.
Yes, that'll happen at the end of his turn. Oh no, the beginning of his turn. Wait, yeah, no, sorry, at the end of his turn. Then he makes the DC check. And he does get a chance to stop it first.
Oh, okay. Didn't know about that one.
Okay. So that is... The bleeding does stop. Alright. But your bleed is now pretty bad. It is then going to reposition you here as he hits you. Oh, Divine Intervention. Okay. Unfortunately, Either Feather, Divine Intervention doesn't work on nat 20 tokens because it's not a reroll. I can reroll the damage if you like. Otherwise, I'm happy to refund you. But that's a good
could reroll the save as well.
Oh yeah, he could reroll the saving
throw. Could also
throw.
Reroll the save.
That's true. He could reroll the saving throw. But this would just be for the walk. He still has one more action, so he could still walk up. Or try to walk up anyway. Let me know, and we'll sort that out. I'm gonna go. Dante, pick a number between 1 to 5 for the crit.
One of the saves. 4.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Surprise opening. You gain 1 action that you can use against the target. Well, I know what he's going to do.
Oh.
He creates an opening for himself and makes a second attack with his glaive.
Well, it's a good thing you don't have a crit this time to use. So at least I get that +2.
It's true. And a 21 will miss. So there you go. Okay, there you go. So as he swung down at you, he has not managed to hit you with that second attack. Unless...
Yeah, you try to use Jinx Point?
Yeah, I'll use
come
one
on,
of the
you're
Jinx
not
points.
20 them. Oh, come on.
I'll use a Jinx point. Why not? I mean, it's not... I mean, the odds aren't in his favor for it. Hey, Tavern of the Worlds, what's up? Welcome in. Ah, nope, that's terrible. Didn't make it. All right, so the Pride Devil turns around and slashes, but does not manage to hit you with that second attack. However you want to work. Okay. How about this? I'm going to give the Divine Intervention to my players for this encounter. Was stuck in an ad? Okay, no worries. No, that's okay, that's okay. You know what? No, I'll refund it. Actually, Mally, do you know how to refund it as a mod? Are you a mod on my channel?
I'm not a mod on your channel, but I know how to refund it.
How do, okay, hold on. Let me...
There should
I
be
know
a
how
mod
to refund as well.
All right.
in your chat.
Well, it is your turn. But I will see what I can do. So yes, Holly, take your turn. What do you do as you see this unfold?
Holly is going to cast the badass heightened heal spell that she has. And that is going to do positive energy to everyone, including... Wait. If I do positive... If I do a heal spell on that guy...
It specifically states undead for heal.
Okay, so the positive okay. So in that case, I'm doing the heightened, but the single target heightened one on Dante to heal him.
The range will let you do a bit more.
No.
If you do the 2 action requirement, it'll let you do a.
That's why I said I'm doing the heightened one.
Yeah. Well, no, there's heightened, and
points.
then there's heightened, and then there's 1 action, 2 action, or 3 action. The 3 action.
Yeah, I'm doing the 2 action heightened, so that'll take all 3 of my actions.
No, it'll only take 2.
No, because the regular
one action is touch, 2 action is range, 3 action is AOE.
Yeah, 2 action is ranged, but I also want to do the extra. The extra healing, which is why I'm doing it also.
That doesn't cost.
Oh, it doesn't?
No. You use the spell slot that it goes to.
Okay.
Yeah. Issue with prepare casters, you have to make sure you have the spell prepared at heightened.
Well, it's prepared. I don't know how to prepare it as heightened.
You have to have it in that spell slot.
I mean, it's the only spell in that spell slot.
Which spell slot is it then?
Level 1? I don't know what you're asking for.
The reason why is because what is your highest level you can cast normally?
Highest level I can cast is level 4.
So you would have to click and drag a heal spell onto 4th, technically.
Oh, nobody told me this.
To do it like that. Yeah, it's really weird. It doesn't let you just heighten it normally.
Dag, will you let me cast it heightened?
Sure, I've got no problem with
Because
that.
I didn't know I had to. Okay. I didn't realize I had to do that.
So for heightened, it'll be 48 plus 32 if you do 4th level, which will be a little bit overkill.
I'm
So
fine. Well, I was hoping it would
you-
actually damage the dude, but
Yeah, you would want to do the level 3 for 3d8 plus 24.
okay, hang on. Let me drag it over there. So put it on level 3.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, chat. This is super boring and terrible.
I figured it out by pure accident by pulling a spell that was normally a cantrip into there, and I'm like, that shouldn't work.
Okay.
All right, I give up. I tried. I tried to refund it, so I'm going to give it to the players. So players, you can use a divine intervention at any point you would like to.
Okay. Thank you.
But thank you, Either Feather, for the divine intervention. Meanwhile, however, you may use your heal.
Meanwhile, Holly is going to heal Dante.
Okay, go ahead. It's good, solid 43 healing.
Yay!
There we go. Oh, I'm glad you like hearing about mechanics. Yeah, I've never played a cleric before, so this is brand new for me, and I got thrown into it.
I never played a druid. I was just like, hey, let's do this.
All right. So using your single target ranged heal at 2 action cost, you still have 1 action remaining.
Don't you have a crossbow or something? Or you could throw.
I do. I do, but he also wants to take my hand off. I like my daggers, but yeah, I'm gonna pull my crossbow out.
All right.
For my next action or my last action.
Done and done. All right, Agnes, you're up.
Oh, this thing's scary. Right. Agnes is like, the rolling pin's not gonna cut it.
Scary, but it got hurt a lot.
The rolling pin's not gonna cut it. Okay. The weapon that he's holding, does it look like an actual weapon, or is it like made from flame? Like, does it look, if you know what I mean?
It is made from flame and like kind of iron bits that sort of float in that fire.
Alright, okay, so it's not like a weapon that I could like disarm him of.
No, you wouldn't be able to disarm him.
Well, in that case, she's gonna.
You do have a nat 20 as well.
Nearby chair. That's true. So she's gonna pick up nearby chair with a mind, as the chair just floats up from the ground, or so just like bulk one object that's nearby, basically.
Yep. Chair's fine.
And just hurl it at his head, basically.
All right.
I'll use my nat 20.
Using your nat 20, nice. All right. Roll your critical hit on your telekinetic thrust as the chair explodes.
Is it left?
Left shift, yeah.
Left shift?
Mm-hmm. All right. That does manage to knock out the creature as he falls down.
That was a badass chair.
Was a badass chair. You did 29 points of damage to it. All right.
24 because it got partially resisted.
Oh yeah, 24 because it did get partially resisted. All right.
I'm gonna cast my spell as well.
Although I say you said knock out, you didn't say kill.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do you do about this?
He's still breathing.
Yeah. You look at the person on the ground, lying still, barely moving.
Do we have like ropes or things with which to tie him up in the shop?
Yeah, you can look around. You do indeed find some ropes and some other things. Hey, McClover coming in with a natural 20 for all my players.
Hey,
You-
I do. Dante also has 50-foot of rope because of the climbing kit he has.
Okay, let's tie him up very, very sturdily.
All right.
I don't suppose we have anything stronger than rope, like steel cable.
All right. As you tie him up, let's get a
Sadly, no.
perception check, please.
Hmm.
I feel like I'm gonna use a hero point for that because I would like to not have below 10.
Sure.
Well, see, Agnes is like, this dude had a flaming sword, he's an inferno demon, and we're tying him up with
I guess
rope,
I'm
which
getting below a
possibly
10.
will just burn. Like, burning rope. Probably.
All right. Very nice. With a 25, Agnes, you notice that the devilish features of that person you just knocked out have vanished.
Hmm.
This looks like just
Ah.
some Ponzi noble.
Oh.
Dante is going to proceed to untie them.
Well, no, just
Well, only Agnes is
no,
noticed.
just yeah.
Oh,
It could be a right. Just get him comfortable at least. Set him up but just leave the binds just for now. I mean, demons can be a bit tricksy, but I think it's gone. But I'm not sure.
As soon as you say this, all of a sudden, fire licks out and coalesces nearby.
Oh,
As the actual devil within this individual suddenly appears in the room. It is partially made
I
of
there's one
fire,
spot there.
and it begins to slow clap.
Well, it seems as though you are a little stronger than I gave you credit for. Either that or the meat sack that I had to inhabit was far weaker than I had anticipated. But please, don't stop on my account.
Agnes rolls her sleeves up.
Or you could just leave.
Sorry.
That's fine. You could just go away and leave Korvosa and never come back. We'd be okay with that.
I was partially distracted by the badass music.
Thank you. All right.
I was waiting for.
All right. This, by the way, is the image of the devil in its full form. However, you do notice that it doesn't seem to fully be there, almost as if it's struggling to maintain a corporeal form. But Dante, we move to you. Also, you are still bleeding profusely from the wound by your side.
Yeah.
No, I need you to understand what I mean when I say this.
Yeah.
Despite the healing, you are still bleeding profusely from your side.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, bandage it?
Sorry, I was just reading how restoration is, and I'm like, oh. Oh, that has to be at 6th level. Never mind. Anyways, yeah.
Just tend to a bear and bite him.
I mean, I could just, do the same thing again that I just did earlier.
You could do that again if you'd like.
I like that. That was spiffy.
But I'm going to test to see if he can even be harmed right now. So I'm going to... Well, not harmed, but if anything can actually affect him. Going to attempt Tanglefoot on him.
Tanglefoot. You throw Tanglefoot down, it seems to have no effect on him. As the area begins to swarm with kind of vines and sort of bramble that you've sort of cast that kind of pull itself up from the rivets, the grout, it does not seem to grab onto anything. As it has no corporeal body.
Oh. Yep. And the reason why I tested that is because technically that was a magical attack, and if it doesn't work, it's probably not going to do much, so I'm going
no, because it's magical, it's restrained, right?
Hold on. It doesn't say restrained, it just prevents movement.
Yeah, which it won't do.
It has a negative 10 movement.
Yeah, no, it will not do that. I mean, you think it might have had an effect, it seems to react to its presence, but it's not restrained.
Okay. Then at least I will then at least gauge that it's doing something. I'm going to, as my last action, try to bandage the wound.
All right, roll a d20, just a flat d20.
Yep.
You are unable to mend the wound.
You know what? I've got hero points. I'm just gonna use one.
Sure. You are still unable to mend the wound.
So now I take a d6 of bleeding.
Yes, indeed.
We're not good at rolls today.
No, today the rolls are
not
not
good.
on your side.
I mean, I would have to roll.
Oh, it
a
actually
nat
automatically
20,
rolls
so.
for you. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. All right. We then go.
Oh.
We then go to the Pride Devil. You have an insight bonus. The Pride Devil is strong. You thought you could have fought the other one, because, yeah, it looked pretty weak and stuff like that. This Pride Devil does not look weak. It reaches out with a claw to hit Dante. But it doesn't sort of make an attack. It kind of balls up its fist and kind of throws a flicked finger towards it. Ah, no. That's just not going to happen.
Rude. You roll a nat 1 and... 30.
He rolled a
But
nat...
isn't a nat 1 a nat 1?
No, his nat 1 brings it down by 1 step. Which means a natural... so it means a natural 1 would have crit him just then. But instead it's just doing a normal hit.
Yep. Jeez.
Dante. 33 points of damage as he hits you with that finger flick. That is your inside bonus.
You just dealt me the same damage you did the last time.
He did, with a natural 1. Alright. As you are thrown back against this room, you kind of trip over the body that's there. What is he even going to do with the last of his turns? He is not going to do anything. he's going to invite you to continue to struggle. Holly.
I'm gonna try to talk to him. I'm really bad at this. I'm not good at talking. I'm good at talking, but I'm really good at saying the wrong things.
Sure.
But okay, look. So we're super strong, as you know, for what we are. But we're also sick, and we're missing 2 of the people we normally fight with. So this seems a little problematic for us. So is there a negotiation on the table, maybe to get you to just go away and leave me alone?
A king does not negotiate with peasants. I have come for your hand. And to teach a lesson.
I don't want to give you my hand though. Not a fan of that.
As I mentioned,
Holly's
the
okay.
king does not negotiate. You falsely believe you have a say in my desires.
I mean, I don't think I have a say in your desires, but I might have something you want more than my hand, and maybe we could work something out.
No. You have absolutely nothing I desire. Except maybe... No, that would be too much.
I mean, you might as well.
Well, I could take all of your body instead of just your hand.
Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
All right. We then go to Holly. That was your... I wouldn't say it's an action to negotiate, so 1 action to have a conversation.
Yeah, don't tell me that was all 3 of my actions.
No, that's 1 of your actions.
Holly... That makes me feel better. Holly's gonna cast Vampiric Maiden on him.
All right, let's do it.
Oh.
Let's do it. See if that does something, maybe. Oh wait, there we go. See what happens. Seriously? No. No. No.
You do have divine intervention, so you
rolled
can't.
that one.
You do have divine intervention from either feather.
Yeah, let's use that divine intervention.
Sure, make another
It's
save.
a save, though.
I've been rolling 2s and 3s all day, and like my first high roll goes to the bad guy. Seriously?
It's true.
The thing is that he's got a plus 32. And even my DC is only at a 25. Even at a nat 1, it wouldn't do much.
I feel like we need a different strategy.
All right, well.
Because this isn't working.
Oh, God, no. All right, Agnes, you're up.
Right.
Brilliantly explained. Right. Oh, actually, sorry. I did forget something, by the way. Dante, you only took half of that damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. First off, what does Agnes know about demons, fiends, whatever, devils, whatever this is?
Make a religion or any kind of relevant knowledge check.
I feel like a cult or religion would work.
Yeah, I'd allow cults as well. 22. Okay. So, devils are of different varieties. Judging from the large protruding horns, it's probably pretty safe to say that this is likely a horn devil. These are commanders of the armies of hell. You know that the seven sins the seven sins of themselves, as the imp told you, were among the chief of these commanders. They are trying to find a foothold in the world, and, well, they're having some trouble. So, the portal that Holly had opened has allowed for them to begin passing through. They don't seem to have all of their power, unless they have a corporeal form. But even then, the corporeal form needs to suit them. So, strangely enough, once they're in a body, they're weaker than when they're in their ghostly form. But their ghostly form can only interact in so many ways.
But enough ways to splat Dante.
Well, yeah, you can see that the hit that Dante took wasn't as it was 15 points of damage instead of 33. So yeah, the hit that he did was still quite powerful, but nowhere near its full power. And it would definitely like its full power over its like kind of mediocre power.
Right, okay. Right, so was that an action?
No, I'd say that would be based on your previous knowledge.
Okay. So Agnes will. Agnes has been cooped up a long time. Is she? Is she stupid enough to antagonize the demon? Right.
Very good question.
So first off, she'll put a hand on Dante's. Well, she doesn't even have to. She'll send a little soothe your way. As you feel, once again, the warmth of Agnes's mind wash over you. She'll lend you some healing. And then she's going to say to the demon, well, you know, I think it's a little I think it's a little unfair, you know. I mean, you're not really at your full strength. I mean, I feel like we were cheating.
Mm-hmm. You feel like you were cheated?
I'd feel like we were cheating. You know, you're not really at your full strength or anything. It seems a bit, you know, unfair. That's what Agnes says.
Okay. He says.
And then winces.
Says.
You think I require my full strength to deal with you? What a curious notion.
Alright, what's the game plan here, guys?
I'm I'm thinking I should fly to the Asmodean temple alone. So it leaves those two alone and chases after me. And maybe the Asmodean cleric will help.
True. True. So that's the plan. Try to run away, perhaps.
Unless you guys have something better, because like my best spell got crit success saved. And it's not corporeal, so I can't stab it.
Tis true. Tis true.
And we're not very good at negotiating unless somebody has a better negotiation tactic than I do.
I mean, realistically, in this world, how difficult is it to regrow a hand?
Not very, really.
Just asking for a friend.
Yeah, you need regeneration. But yeah, I mean it's expensive, but you know it's doable.
I think I'll rather try the runaway before before I give up the hint right out the gate.
Well, he is going to be stepping up with his first action.
Yeah, because
Yeah, very expensive.
He then looks at the
I'm
two
sure
of
if
you
we-
who have healed Dante a couple of times now.
I'm sure if we explain to the Red Mantis assassin that we left because of the demon, they'll understand.
I feel like between the two, I'd rather deal with the assassins right now.
Yeah.
It is true. All right. I did actually forget to mention the secret menu item as well, by the way. I just put it up in chat as well for those of you who are listening. The secret menu item for today is a member of the Unseelie Court arriving, which is why we were talking about the Unseelie Court, but then I got distracted because we were talking about the Unseelie Court, which is very cool.
If I had the money, I'd donate myself.
I don't know. It's kind of one of the out of the frying pan into the fire scenarios. All right. Now, it is going to use its first action to grapple you. So CMB versus your CMD.
What are these CMB and CMDs you speak of?
Yeah, they don't exist
I
in
know.
2E.
It's an athletics check versus your fortitude DC, which is your fort plus 10. Does a 34
Understand, it
hit
gets
you?
very confusing when you play a lot of different systems.
Wait, how do I figure out if a 34 hits me?
What's your fortitude?
13.
So 23 is your DC. So 34 will absolutely hit you.
Yeah.
Alright, so with one hand he reaches down and grabs your arm. He then lifts you off the ground. He is then going to use... Well, I'm going to say it's a 3 action to tear your arm off. No, tear your hand off, should I say. No, arm or hand. Either or. We'll figure it out.
Ah!
Let's just say dismember. Alright, but it has lifted you up off the ground in one arm. Alright. Back around, Holly.
I am just...
Wait,
'cause
I just
it's-
realized I got skipped.
Oh, did you? Oh, sorry, my apologies. I don't know why. I think.
I was just like, wait a second.
Alright, sorry. No, you do get a go. I think. I don't know why you got skipped. Oh, no, when he entered the initiative, it kind of readjusted everything. That's why. Okay, my apologies. So, Dante, you get to go.
Well, not entirely enjoying this. The real question is if Holly is just gonna allow her hand to be taken off or not.
I think it's safe to say that you know Holly is not going to let her hand get taken off if she can avoid it at any cost.
I have one thing that I can do, and it's the only thing I can do that I can think of to try and get Holly out of the situation, at least temporarily, so she can try and make her escape. Going to use Searing Light again with the crit.
Very nice. As you do so, he is going to use his attack of opportunity. And with a flick of his tail is going to hit Dante.
That's right, I am using a ranged
Attack. Yes, you are.
ranged attack and melee.
And that is a
I
critical
forgot
hit.
about that. Goodbye, cruel world. I knew you well.
Dante takes
Oh, I'm actually not dead.
57 points of damage, and you receive a second infernal wound.
Owie.
I'll heal you before I run, dude.
I'm
Do
surprised
I
you lived
lose?
through that. That was actually yeah.
No.
All right, here we go. Pick a number between 1 to 5.
1.
All right. I'm not even joking. Make 1 additional attack against a foe adjacent to the original target using the same attack modifier as the original attack. I don't think I'm going to do that one.
Ow.
Just because that was a crit. So I'll let you pick another number.
5.
Okay. Bone Masher.
That's the second one you've gotten where you get that extra attack.
Yeah, and I don't just want to keep layering it on. Either the target has Clumsy 2 and takes a 10-foot status penalty to their land speed, or Clumsy 2 and can't use one of your arms. Your choice. Ooh. You don't need both arms to do that. Alright, you know what? Yeah. I'm going to go with Bone Masher and hit you in the legs. So, could you add just that in your notes? You have a negative 10-foot move speed, and I'll add Clumsy 2 to you. Alright, but you get your attack off.
Ow. The fire isn't gonna...
Oh, actually,
The
no,
fire
you
isn't gonna
don't.
be
Sorry,
doing
my apologies.
anything.
When you are hit in 2nd edition, your spell simply fails.
Well then. What is going on?
That is your infernal wounds bleeding you out.
Yeah, I still had at least one action that was going to heal myself.
Oh, you can absolutely still heal yourself. It will not heal your wounds, though.
Oh, it won't heal my wounds.
No, it won't heal the bleed. You noticed that last time you
okay.
healed.
Yeah, it's just more along the lines, hey, I'm not as close to dying anymore.
Yes, very true.
Especially after the extra... I literally just healed back the damage I just got dealt from the persistent.
Yeah. All right.
I was like, wait.
Okay, so that was your missed turn from last round. Now we're into the new round. It is Holly's turn.
Okay, so it's athletics to break a grapple, right?
Athletics to break a grapple? No, it is... Yeah, sorry, yes, it is athletics to break a grapple. Your DC
Okay,
is...
my athletics is crap, so I'm gonna use my nat 20. Nope, nat 20.
Your DC is 41.
Yeah, that's not physically possible.
I know, but even
if I use the nat 20, can I break it?
So what's your nat... So with your nat 20, what is your athletics?
My athletics is only 8.
So that'd be 28. Your target's 41.
Yeah.
Which means you would go from a crit failure to a regular failure with a nat 20.
So there's no way I can break this.
Correct.
Yeah, even that max for me is a plus 19.
So 19 plus 20, that's
that's
39.
skill check.
No, 39 would break it. 39 would be a regular failure. Then with a nat 20, it goes up to a regular success.
Well, that's only because of medicine being mastery.
Ah, yep. Yeah, but I'd say you kind of get this from the grab itself. Like, you would know this immediately from being grappled by it. So I'm not going to take the nat 20, or I'm not going to make you roll for it. It's a very clear, like, just as a passive thing, you're, like, kind of kicking and pulling against the arm, but it's not budging.
Negotiating is not working. I can't break away from this dude. And I'm evil now, so my spells aren't gonna do anything. Hang on.
There are, by the way, I
double check some spells.
By the way, this is a very, very heavily one-sided fight, but there are options that are inbuilt. So this isn't necessarily the only option. It's not me just going, hey, I'm going to take your arm. It's, there are a few things here. Chief among it, remember what you are fighting, is the only clue I'm going to give you to that.
Okay. I mean, but I tried the flattery thing, and that didn't work.
Mm-hmm. Because
we're
it knows
fighting
it's
pride.
awesome. Flattery is like something that toadies do. When you like flatter someone else, that's you giving up your pride, and in order to try and inflate someone else's ego. That's not pride. Pride is self-worth, and he is all about self-worth.
Yeah, but Agnes tried that, and that didn't work on him either.
Oh, it did. Made him angry, and that's why he's come to grab you. Because he wants to do what he wants. He's an incredibly selfish being.
I knew the jibe was going to go one of two ways. Either like,
He also is a demon.
No, he's
Devil.
not a demon. He's a devil.
devil.
Okay, yeah.
And pride comes before a fall. I was going through Agnes's head, but I just don't know how angry we can make him before he rips your armor.
Well, you've still got Dante and Agnes's turn after Holly as well before his turn again.
All right, so okay, this is gonna be dumb, but I'm gonna try it.
Sure.
So I still have my crossbow, right?
You do? Yeah, he did not take the arm with a crossbow.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot him with the crossbow, even though he's not corporeal. And there's a reason for this. This is deliberate.
Sure. That will hit him, but it'll only do 50% of the damage.
Okay. Oh, it does do damage, really?
Mhm.
I didn't think it was gonna do anything.
No,
Okay, I'll take
it
it.
just does
I'll go
partial.
ahead.
That's why with the Tanglefoot, because it only immobilized him, he could move out of it easily enough. So it wasn't actually restraining him. But the damage that you deal to him is
Okay.
halved.
Okay.
But likewise, the damage he deals is also
so
halved.
let me go. Okay, so I will roll my
sorry, I
very,
didn't
very
halve
tiny
the damage
damage.
that I did to Dante with that crit, though, did I? I should probably do that as well.
You should absolutely do that.
No, you couldn't.
5. So you heal 25, 26, 27. You heal 27. Okay, cool. There you go. Done.
No, it's not as grievous of a.
Yes.
Look.
Slightly less grievous.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
and my crossbow does no damage, so the bolt goes through basically.
no, it will hit him, but it will just not penetrate through his hide, and it kind of drops to the ground after it's, sort of.
But you did say he was non-corporeal, though, right? So like, there's bits
Yes.
and pieces that aren't phasing in and out.
Yes. Is
Okay.
your goal to try and shoot through him?
Yes, that was my goal.
Ah.
I wanted the crossbow bolt to basically go through.
All right. I'd say make a perception check and try to shoot it through the gaps between his wings and his arms.
Okay. Is that good enough to get it through a gap?
Yeah, absolutely. You find a gap between his lashing tail, his massive arms, and giant wings, and shoot past him. What are you shooting at?
Just the floor behind him. Doesn't matter. Not any specific target.
All right. Yep. you
And
just-
and now for my next action.
Mhm.
Really? Seriously, you can't even hold a corporeal form? That's sad and pathetic. Even by my standards, that's just terrible. I don't even know what to say to you, buddy. That's really embarrassing for you. That crossbow bolt went right through you.
Okay. It's not gonna work, unfortunately. Literally a living embodiment of pride. But good effort. A for effort.
I'm trying.
All right, so you fired the crossbow bolt. You've got 2 more actions, I think.
Well, one action mocking him. I'm assuming that takes an action, or no? Can I have 2 actions?
Which one? No, you got 1 action. Sorry, because you threw out the insult. You
I fired the crossbow
fired
bolt,
the crossbow
and
bolt.
then I insulted him.
Yeah.
Okay. So for my last one. Oh no, I have to touch. Am I in touching range of Dante?
Negative.
With where
you are
I'm
not.
being held by his hand?
You are not.
Damn it. Sorry, Dante, I cannot heal you. That's 2 actions.
You could go defensive, try and
see
increase your
here.
AC, hope that him ripping your arm off isn't a crit. Oh.
Okay, I'll do that.
Alright, that gives you a +2 to your AC, or to your DCs for stuff. Alright, Dante, we go back to you for this round's turn. You also now know he has an attack of opportunity.
Yeah! If only I could use that spell again. But I've already used it, essentially.
Again, you guys have your clue as to a solution, not the only solution.
Failed at my idea. I just need to escape and get out of here.
The air is tense as the players
It's the
consider.
attack of opportunity that's the
Mm,
attack of opportunity that's the problem here.
true.
Is that like a full disengage action or is that a feat?
No, you can disengage. That's still just an action. I think it's 2 actions actually, but yeah, that's still fine.
Hmm.
My pea brain at the moment can't think of much else.
Alright, well, what was the clue?
So we're fighting Pride.
Nope. It was, do not forget what you're fighting.
Right. Do not forget what we're fighting. And what we're fighting is a devil that is Pride.
Mm-hmm.
The embodiment of Pride.
Correct. You guys do have information on devils. You guys do have information on, of course, Pride. There are several things that devils are well known for.
Generally deals?
They all make deals. Yes, they do.
But we try to deal. We didn't want to deal.
No, you try to negotiate. A negotiation's a tactic that brings both people onto an equal standing in order to try and find a compromise that works well for both. He is not interested in negotiating. As the Pride one, of course. The other ones maybe, but Pride is like, no, you're not my equal. Absolutely not. Get off my level, scrub. But it is Dante's turn.
Cannot. Yeah, I just cannot rack my brain around it.
Ask him if we can make a deal.
Sorry, I think the mic didn't pick up what you said, Dante. I saw your mouth move, but you didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
thinking.
Also, chat is welcome to make suggestions for my players as well.
Apparently the players are dumb tonight.
Yeah, it's not dumb. It's it's choice paralysis. There's a lot of different options, a lot of different angles, and a lot at stake.
It's the fact that we, other than our souls, I haven't really got much to deal.
Well,
We could ask.
in order to make a deal, the first step is to understand what exactly the other person wants. Because you can't provide them with something if you don't know what they desire.
And what they're wanting to me is not making full sense because I don't fully understand it.
Then ask. Literally an action to talk to him. You could always ask him.
Right. Might as well. Got nothing else to lose.
Yep. Otherwise, we are gonna have to move on from your turn, Dante.
Just talk to him. Ask him why he wants my hand.
Is Rykon muted?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. No worries. No worries. If you want to type it out in chat, feel free to type out in chat. That's fine. All right. While we wait for Dante, Agnes, is there anything you would like to do on your turn?
I think my original plan, on hindsight, that might be a bad idea. So,
All right. Dante says, "Why are you wanting a hand in particular? What purpose do you have for it?" He looks to you and says,
This hand is a bound contract to all 7 who are to come. So long as it is here, we are here. And I don't wish for it to remain in the hands of a mortal. So long as it is in my possession, we cannot be exercised. That is exactly how I wish for it to be.
all right. So he does say that. Agnes, while we wait for Rykon to figure out his next action.
um, I'm sure Agnes could probably figure out what to do right now, but Laura at 2 a.m. is incapable of thinking of what to do right now.
Well, I would say that from what you know, offering a strong body or offering the hand is a good task. It might be a case of making an actual deal to say that you would not allow the symbol to be exercised. That's a good start, because if you take a pact to do that, that would be suitable.
But that means Holly would be forever bound to Asmodeus.
I mean,
I'm
yeah.
I'm already bound to Asmodeus.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
nothing
kind
we
of
can do
that.
about it.
It's more so long as Holly lives, the 7 creatures can't fully go away.
I thought the M said they each only got 24 hours or something, or 1 week or something, a specified amount of time, and then
That's
they
how
left
long it takes
anyway.
for them to show up.
Oh. But if we let them stay here forever, that's worse.
but better for him.
But worse for Korvosa.
I've also got a lot of temples to a lot of gods. They would be quite limited.
Yeah, but will they actually work together to get rid of these dudes or not? It took forever to get them to ally to heal a disease, which is what clerics do. And we can't help or even ask them to do it, because that would break the contract.
That is correct. Can't think of anything, so you're going to heal yourself. No worries. Alright, Dante lands another heal. As we'll go to Agnes. And Dante will take 8 points of damage. So you're healing and you're injuring yourself. Well, and you're being injured. Alright. Would they even believe you? Yeah, that's true. Mitigating death. Alright, Agnes. You wish to strike a deal.
Well, I mean, it's not really my hand per se, but I mean, we really have no intention of letting the hand be excised anyway. So, in all honesty, it's pretty safe where it is.
Oh, you need to say the words. Otherwise, he's not going to treat it as one.
She's more like telling Holly, because it's Holly's hand, so she's more talking aloud to give
right.
Holly information, because she's not... Agnes doesn't think she can make a deal with Holly's hand. It's like the same way she wouldn't, you know, barter with the vampire when
no, that
asleep.
makes sense.
It's
that makes sense. All right. Very well. So, Agnes, you're giving your encouragement. We're going to go out of the initiative order and go to the moment of truth. That is to say, this is the moment where the arm will be removed. But, Holly, you will have another action to try and dissuade the creature. You watch as he, basically grabs hold of your... Well, again, he's got hold of your arm with your hand protruding from the top. You watch as he opens his jaws as if he means to crunch and bite it off.
Okay, no need for that. Surely we can make a deal where I get to keep my hand and you get to keep what you want, right? Can we make a deal?
He looks at you, moving his mouth away from your hand.
A deal? Well, I have what I want. What could you possibly have to offer?
Well, I am a cleric of Asmodeus, and chomping off my hand seems kind of wrong if it's completely unnecessary, which it is completely unnecessary in this case.
Are you questioning my actions?
No, I'm just saying that there are other ways to get what you want. And those other ways involve me keeping my hand. And I want to keep my hand.
What you want is irrelevant to me.
Would having that hand keep you safe from all the other demons? Devils? Would it make you a target? Aye, exactly. Would not be far better to have us as a target, and if we fail, well, then you can step in.
If you fail, then one of my enemies acquire the hand.
No, because we won't fail.
Right, no, but what? That's why I was asking. Like, does it protect you from them?
It does not. And as you say, it does make a position of mine at risk, where they would need to defeat me in order to acquire it. But it is harder to beat me than it is to clearly defeat you. And if they find themselves decent bodies before I do, well, let's just say that I'm not willing to take that risk.
Together, we're much stronger, and, well, we could at least whittle them down a wee bit.
You would fight the 7 devils, or the 6 other devils to come?
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, would probably be doing it anyway.
And what if you fail?
Well, then your mighty self will have no problem taking it back, will you?
Oh, please. I need something to gain from this. And you allowing such small creatures to simply cast off and perish elsewhere is not in my interest. I'll sweeten the pot. Sure. You can be the targets. And you will be bound to protect that seal, even at the expense of your own lives. And most importantly, you will provide me with a suitably strong body.
Right of that.
It doesn't have to be one of you. I will simply look into your minds.
Oh, you know what? I think I have just the person in mind.
Oh.
Hmm.
Who are we
Bit
giving?
red and mandibly.
Very well. So long as the body is suitable, and you're bound, you and your companions, then I agree to this term. But should you fail, your lives, your souls, and the hand are forfeit.
I think I can quite happily agree to protect Holly's hand with my life.
He looks over at Dante and waits to see his response. Because it is about the companions as well. Waiting for Rykon to type. What's on the table right now? Right now, he will leave Holly's hand alone, but in doing so, Holly and her companions must protect the her symbol or her seal at all costs, and they must provide a body, a suitable body, to house the Pride Devil.
We have to protect the hand against the other 6 devils,
No,
correct?
correct. No, that is not correct. That is not the interpretation.
From everything.
Protect it at all costs.
So we protect my hand at all costs.
The seal at all costs.
If we do that, they stay in Korvosa forever.
Yep.
That's a bad contract.
Yeah.
The hand or the contract? The moment of truth.
But if we give him the hand, then he has the hand.
He does.
And then we have to track him down.
Also true. And you could try to recover the hand. That would be the quest then. Oof. If they fail, they lose their souls. No more that if they fail, and should they ever die, their soul would then belong to the Pride Devil. They wouldn't instantly
the
die.
devil,
Yeah.
The devils are coming anyway, whether we have this seal or not. So we might as well just...
They are, but we can't but right now we can fight against them. If we sign this contract, that's it. We can't fight against them.
Yeah,
and
that's
they-
what I'm saying. Like,
No one says you can't fight against the other devils.
But we can't exercise the seal.
Correct.
So they will stay.
They'll be on this plane with an anchor, yes.
Yeah, the seal is their anchor and they will just stay. So that's a bad deal for us.
I guess it's more of a problem now or problem later is the question. You could try to sweeten the deal, but right now that's the offer that he's put on the table.
We want to make the deal less sweet. It's the problem. Is he distracted while Agnes is negotiating?
In what way?
Like he's paying attention to Agnes, and I get the +2 on my DC to pull away with athletics.
You can. You still would fail on a natural 20.
Never mind.
You can get a +8 and you'd still fail on a nat 20.
There's no way I can get out of this dude's grip.
Oh god, no. Not with a 38 being the DC. Oh, sorry, no, not with a 41 being the DC. It's deal or no deal. With your host, the Pride Devil.
No deal.
Yeah.
No deal.
All right. With that, he turns to you. And there is a moment. A sickening, twisting, breaking sound. There is a shot of red-hot pain that runs up Holly's arm as it is removed. The hand is being held, and you watch as it kind of twitches and seems to be kind of still flowing with the life force from Holly. It doesn't like, you know, when you cut, if obviously you cut off an arm, it like looks like it's like limp and dying. This does not. It looks like it's still struggling in some way. And even though it's apart from you, Holly, you can still kind of feel the sensation of it. Not like a ghost, but like you can still feel like touch and stuff through the hand.
Am I out of his grasp? Is he just grasping the hand now, or?
Yeah, no, he'll drop you immediately as soon as he has the hand.
I'm gonna fly up and try to steal the hand.
Sure. How would you like to do so?
So he's sort of towering above me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming. But he's holding the hand, and the hand is still sort of like.
Well, I imagine
energy.
that he's as he's grabbed his hand, he's basically just wrenched it off, and then is holding the hand in the other hand as he's dropped you.
Is he holding it tightly, or is it like sort of a triumphant, I've got it, screw you guys, I'm out of here kind of thing?
He's holding it. It is wielded, it is held. It's a held item.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't say that he's like crushing it enough to turn it into a pulp, you know what I mean? But he's like, he's holding onto it.
Do I even have a chance of getting the hand out of his grip? DC wise.
What is your sleight of hand check or your thievery?
My thievery is plus 12.
You do not. The DC is 36. And oh, actually no. All right. I would say this. There is a chance you would burn your natural 20, but you would go back to square one and be a target again.
But not grappled.
True. But also not difficult to grapple. Because he'll grapple you on a natural 1, and then you'll be back in that same situation. It's cyclical, as it were.
So there's no way to like get the hand and then continue flying out of there.
You know how he's got like giant wings?
But I'm fast.
So is he.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah,
Figures
not saying again. I don't want to say that you can't do it, but I also don't want to give you like the false impression that you know, this dude, like, he's got a 50-foot fly speed.
Oh yeah, I'm not that fast. Nope.
All right. Well, with hand in hand, he turns and he walks out. He looks down one last time at the body that he had before scoffing and heading into the night. He stretches out his wings and takes to the skies. And you watch as the large bat-like creature disappears beyond the cloud line. Holly, you still feel the kind of chill from the night air on your hand.
Agnes is going to run straight over and like tend to the wound.
Tend to Dante. Mine's a normal one. I can heal myself, but Dante's bleeding out a lot.
That is true.
Oh,
All right.
right.
I need Agnes and Dante.
Well,
Just roll me a flat
grab
d20,
her.
please.
Okay.
Actually, now that I think about it, would dispel magic work?
It will not.
Okay.
All right, Agnes, you are trying your hardest to heal the wounds. You are able to heal the hit points, but the wound is not closing. It continues to bleed profusely.
What about if she tries just good old needle and thread?
The wound still weeps and pours out. Basically, if you needle and thread it, the wound starts to like ooze, like kind of like almost in a like it's bloating. All right, but as the wounds continue, there is, of course, another knock at the door.
Here we go again.
Agnes at this point actually genuinely just goes, "Oh, for fuck's sake."
As you do so, you see
Sorry, Dad.
at the door. No, it's good. It's perfect. Is I think it's this one. Yes, there he is. You see the High Priest of Asmodeus. He has a kind of a monogrammed cloth over his mouth. And he walks in.
I don't know if the cloth is enough.
He puts the cloth over his mouth and simply says, "Was that a horned devil that just flew out of your door?"
With my hand. Yes, that is exactly what happens.
And that is where we're going to end today's session. With the arrival of the...
Can you force me to roll a 2d6, please, real quick?
Sure.
Because technically there was an action there at what's the point.
Oh, so close, but not yet. Yep.
Oh, damn.
7, yep. All right. The infernal wounds causing you more damage. Holly, an arm having been torn clean off. And Agnes, uncertain as to what fate lies for the city with the first of the 7 sin devils now unleashed. The High Priest coming to visit Holly, who had snubbed his summons. I
don't want to kill him.
Snubbed, he says.
Not snubbed.
Come to see you directly. Mostly because there is more stuff that's involved in there. But he has definitely arrived, so maybe he can help with the brutal injuries, the wounds, and stuff like that. But of course, this is part 1 of our 2-part like little mini side quest thing, which will be the quest to recover Holly's hand. Yay!
just out of curiosity, because Agnes's first thought, like on the whole pride thing, Agnes was just gonna look at him and just go, "Oh, you know what, you're not worth my time," and turn around and just walk away from him. And just, I knew that was probably going to make him very angry, but I wasn't too sure how angry.
He would have gotten so mad. Yes, no. The pride devil is very much like, he's one of the most selfish ones. He knows what he wants and he takes what he wants. Now, this guy originally was supposed to be the last one to show up. And this story with the missing hand was already kind of like in play. Because he wants to use it to command all the other. He basically wants to use it as like a trophy to basically say, you now all work for me, because if you don't, I'll destroy this and send you all packing myself. Right? That's his plan. So he wants to get the others in tow. Schoolie Eye got a plot twist, which threw in the Pride one right out the gate, and I was like, oh, that's freaking amazing. And because it's completely random, I was like, great, but how do I not wipe them out, because this thing is a CR16? And I was like, well, maybe I don't need to. And, maybe that's not his goal. Maybe his goal isn't to kill them and take the thing. Maybe he just wants to take the thing instead. And it was really cool, like, how you guys handled it. Like, you blasted his real body so easily. I was like, oh, okay, no, this might actually be a little bit tricky. So, I'll make the actual physical body not as strong as I could, So I was like, oh, okay, cool, kind of weakish body, and that'll be fine. And then kablooey, freaking exploded it. I was like, Jesus, all right, well, yeah, I guess then he goes back into his devil form, and you got to deal with that. But you guys, I think you guys, like, held yourself together well. This, of course, like I said, and I want to give this to my players as well, because I don't like leaving my players on cliffhangers that are, like, doom and gloom. So, yes, this was, like, a big insurmountable encounter, because it is the start of our quest. By the end of next week, that quest will be resolved one way or another. Either Holly will have a new hand, or Holly will have their hand back. Whatever the case is, something will have some resolution to this. So rest assured that it is not just I'm taking your hand, bye. Yeah. So yeah, unless you want to play that, but that I leave to my player more than anything else. And I will say this. I will say this. Like, this is just what I believe as a DM. Like, when it comes to, like, big dramatic changes to people's characters, it's something you want to work with them and not just throw at them in a game at random. I think, like, especially things that will effectively, like, have, like, strong ongoing effects, like missing a limb. I think stuff like that does need to be talked away from the table as well as at the table. But yes, and so this is why now here I'm telling my player Malakisa that yes, there will be options for you to get your hand back. Yeah.
All right, now she can't technically use her crossbow.
No, crossbows can be used in one hand.
The reloading part.
No, you can still reload with one hand.
Not very well.
No,
I couldn't use a regular bow, but I can use a crossbow.
Yes, correct. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed today's session. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead of the Game. This is my place. This is my face. And it has been a true pleasure to be able to hang out with you guys today. We are going to go and raid. Let's see. There's 2 people doing stuff. Let's go to Scarlet64, who joined us very, very recently for our episode of Dragon Kitchen. So if you want to check that out, the VOD is currently up on the Dead Aussie Gamer Live YouTube and on Twitch for a little while longer. So if you want to check out, watch as Scarlet and the Mandy faced off against owlbears for a cooking contest, then yeah, go check that out. Otherwise, guys, we will see you guys. Geez, when am I seeing you guys next? Reign of Winter on Wednesday. So stay safe, stay wonderful, have an amazing time. Until we meet again, as always, from us to you, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.